Meghan Markle, a less than royal narcissist, part 35, interview with Craig Ferguson. A few years ago, Meghan Markle made her only appearance on the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, who of course has now moved on from that show. At the time, Ms. Markle appeared in suits, and many of you have highlighted this interview as something that you would like me to analyse, for me to put it under the Tudor-scope, to look at the words that were said, the actions that occurred, the nature of the interaction between Miss Markle and Craig Ferguson, for the purposes of looking at it through the prism of Miss Markle's narcissism. As you know from further work on this topic, it provides a very useful analysis of the narcissistic dynamic in motion, and many people have asked for this for the purposes of enabling them to understand the dynamic and also to make sense of other matters that they have witnessed. There are others who analyse the body language of such individuals to make a determination as to what is going on, and there is value to be had from that, but such an analysis goes even further. One looks at just the fact of body language, but also demeanour, the words that are used, and how one can interpret that by now knowing that the individual in the interview is a narcissist. As I have explained before, a non-narcissist and a narcissist will say very similar things, will do very similar things, but the interpretation upon what is actually driving that behaviour is entirely different, dependent upon the relevant prism through which we look. Through a vast array of public and private evidence that I have scrutinised, I made the determination with regard to Meghan Markle being a narcissist, and through the continued series of her interaction with Prince Harry and now latterly other individuals, I have afforded you insight into how she behaves, why she does as she does, and also what is likely to occur next. And, as I predicted some time ago in the bonus material, The Inside Track, I predicted the move to the United States via a stopover in Canada and other matters that came to be. Many of you have asked for me to scrutinise this interview, and therefore, since you all want to learn more, I am perfectly content to provide you with that analysis and that scrutiny. It is important to enable people to understand, and, once again, for the heart of understanding, it is just that. It's an analysis. If you like Meghan Markle, good for you. If you don't, fair enough. As I've explained before, I find her relatively dull. And I utilise the fact that so many of you are hugely interested in her for the purposes of enabling me to explain narcissism through a live, working and prominent example. If somebody else proved as interesting to the viewership as an example of narcissism, they would be utilised. But Meghan Markle attracts huge interest for a variety of reasons. There are those who hate her. There are those who really like her. There are those who are just interested in a more academic pursuit with regard to understanding more about her behaviours vis-à-vis narcissism. There are others who want to understand what's going to happen next between her and Harry, how the royal family will react to what's going on. And the whole point of this is to give you that added information and analysis from me, an unrivalled expert upon the field of narcissism, because I am one myself, and I know my kind inside out, as my wide-ranging work demonstrates. Accordingly, coming very soon indeed, I will be working through the 8 minutes and 16 seconds that is the interview between Meghan Markle and Craig Ferguson, commenting upon the interaction between them, the behaviours exhibited, the words that are used, the looks that are given, to enable you to understand more about what is going on and why what is happening is happening. Ensure that you subscribe to this channel. that you like this video and turn your notifications on so that you don't miss out in another fascinating installment of this series of A Less Than Royal Narcissist. The interview with Craig Ferguson, coming very soon.